Well, as you just heard, Catherine told you the city of Boston is on lockdown as federal agents hunt down the second suspect in the marathon explosions.
Former FBI Special Agent Manny Gomez joins us now to help us understand what's taking place right now and to help us get a kind of a bigger perspective on what's going on. So a 20-block radius, they've got it shut down, they've got it locked down. What's going on now up there and what can we expect? And I know I'm asking you to look in some amazing crystal ball. What can we expect next?
Well, basically, they're going by the information and the what happened last night. They got into this major shooting where one of them was killed. So they have already an idea of where the second suspect that they're presently looking for is. They're going to surround that area with the thousands of law enforcement officers, the boots on ground that are there at the moment, and they're going to basically go house by house, methodically, searching every tree, every car. As we saw earlier, they apparently stopped a taxi cab with people on it. They're going to take this extremely serious because these people have definitely proved that they have the means, the motivation, and the intent to kill as many people as possible. So they're going to methodically squeeze that zone where they believe that this second suspect is until they find him.
Obviously, urgency is key in this situation, but is there a specific time frame that they are working with right now?
Well, again, they're going to, right now the zone is frozen. They've stopped every and all people from coming, mass transit, etc., etc. They're going to do this methodically, carefully, and as safely as possible to protect the officers that are presently conducting this search and to keep the public safe. That's why they're asking to keep the public inside. Nobody should be outside. Everybody that's outside right now is and should be treated as a potential suspect, as those folks in that cab are being treated right now. This is an extremely a dangerous situation, and people should take that into account and act accordingly.
Well, let's talk about the information that we're learning about the suspects, reportedly from Chechnya. Can you tell us any more information about that?
Well, Chechnya has been a hotbed of terrorism and violence for over a decade. After they left the former Soviet Union, they fought for independence, and then they became a jihadist sort of a country where Al-Qaeda, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan fighters, jihadists have come in there and made a sort of Chechen mujahideen, if you will. And they've trained there, and they've supported them both financially, with training and with funding. And it's become, and it is a hotbed of Islamic fundamentalism for a decade now.
Okay, so I know we're kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and as we look back at the events overnight last night, is there any way, even with that 20-block perimeter locked down, is there any way this guy could have gotten away?
Anything is possible, obviously. They have so many officers there, so much talent that is there. The best, I'm sure, the hostage rescue team, the HR team from the FBI, the super SWAT guys, I'm sure they're there presently. And they have so many people there, and this happened just so rapidly that I have a very good feeling and indication that they have the person in pocket, and they will get him within 24 hours, if not less.
And a real quick follow-up. It is vital that we get him alive, right? If we want more info.
Absolutely. Law enforcement always wants these suspects alive so they could get a lot more information from them. As we speak, they're going to be studying their social media. They're going to look at where they live. A point that hasn't been brought up yet is where do they live? Do they potentially have explosives in some residential community?
So you got a volatile situation just there.
Exactly. Has it been rigged where this person could detonate it remotely? That we still haven't discussed that, but I'm sure they're looking at that because obviously that's going to be a point of great concern. These guys are super dangerous. They've already proved that they have the intent and the means to carry out their horrible acts. So I'm sure they're working very rapidly to try to identify where this person is, who is associated. There might be others. We've identified two, but we don't know for certain if there were others that are still lying in wait.
A good perspective. We appreciate it, Manny, and you're going to stick around for more insight. And obviously, we're going to be following developments this morning, so thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So it is going to be an interesting kind of day on the couch, obviously an interesting day around the Northeast and in our country as well. But let's talk